Hi everybody, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be reviewing Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates. This, I believe, is her newest release. It came out a couple of months ago. I don't think she's had anything out since then. But oh my gosh, it was a wild, crazy ride that I loved absolutely every minute of, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. So grab a snack and let's jump into it. Gallows Hill follows a woman named Margot, and she is going back home to her family home for the first time since she was 8 years old to settle her parents' affairs. Her parents lived up on Gallows Hill, and they owned a winery off of the property that's been in the family for generations, and they died suddenly in their sleep. Both of them the same night, a heart attack. It's very, very weird and suspicious, but that's what she's told. And she is going back to deal with their funeral arrangements and to figure out if she wants to keep the house, keep the business, and she doesn't really know what to expect. She is grappling with all of this personal trauma because her parents sent her away at 8 years old to live with her grandmother. And it really hurts her being back at the house and on this property because she's like, why didn't they want me? They were financially capable of taking care of a child. They were still together, so it wasn't a split up that prompted this. She's like, why did they send me away? Because she also discovers that she has been torn out of all of the family photographs. So she is extremely hurt. She's dealing with the trauma of losing them. She's dealing with the pain of abandonment. And these strange things start to happen pretty much right away. And I liked the way that it was written in the sense that until a considerable way into the book, you're not really sure what it is. It's like there's this air of mystery around it. And I loved that concept of it because the way that it was done, it could have been her mind playing tricks on her because of her trauma. Or it could have been people from the town that were messing with her because they don't like that she's in charge of their fates or whatever with the job. And it could also be ghostly occurrences. A lot of the stuff, she doesn't see anything right off the bat. It's like she'll hear noises and strange things happen. She'll find nooses on her porch, and there's these mysterious ghostly bells that go off at night and keep her up. And so it's like it was kind of done in this mysterious way where you're not sure if somebody is messing with her, if she's hallucinating, or if these things are really happening. And I liked that a lot because with Darcy Coates, it's typically pretty obvious that it's supernatural right off the bat, or at least from the ones that I have read so far. So I kind of felt like that this was an interesting take. And I liked that we had like this age-old family mystery that goes back to the 1700s, because that's how long this property has been in Margot's family. And she's trying to piece all this together to figure out what is happening in her home, if she's being targeted. She makes some friends with some townspeople, with some people that worked for her parents right off the bat. There's Kent, who is such a sweet man. He is probably my favorite character in the entire book. I absolutely loved him. And it's like he picks her up from the funeral parlor. He takes her to the house. He shows her where things are. He will help her with repairs if something happens in the house. And he gives her answers to questions that she has about things that are going on, but he does a very shortened version. He'll give her like just the bare minimum that she needs to answer the question that she has asked. And she gets the sense of that right off the bat, that he's not telling her the full story. And it's just such a cool premise to me. The property originally, before the house was ever even on it, had a huge tree on it that was used for the town hangings back in the 1700s, when people would be strung up for just, the most innocuous of crimes. And it got called Gallows Hill because of that. And the name of the hill never changed. So it's something that stayed all the way through. And then when the whole family ended up buying the property and building on it, which is Margot's family, um, they keep the tree and they kind of build their business off of that, which kind of cursed the land and poisoned it. And it was just this, I loved the legend behind it. I loved the legend. I loved the lore. I loved that we were going back so many generations. I loved that type of a story, and I loved the way that it was told. And Darcy Coates is so good with painting a picture, so it was very atmospheric. I felt like I was right there in the action, in Margot's shoes. I was making the discoveries as she made them. When she was scared, I was scared. When she was digging into that family history, I was right there trying to figure out every little thing right along with her. And it was so much fun. I will tell you guys, though, this is a very, very spooky read. So if you don't do good with horror, or if you are squeamish, you might want to stay clear of this one, because most of her stuff, in my opinion, has been very cozy. So it's been fun and interesting, but it hasn't really scared me, with the exception of like one scene in The Haunting of Ashburn House. This one, though, was very, very, very detailed. It was very creepy, and there was several skin crawling scenes. So if that's the type of thing that freaks you out, if you're not going to be able to sleep after reading something like that, you might want to steer clear, or make sure you read it during the daytime and not at night. Just as a heads up to you guys. Personally, I love freaky stuff. So I read that until like 4 a.m. and then went straight to bed, and it wasn't a problem. But I know that not everybody can do that. This one did creep me out more than the other ones did. It definitely took it up a notch in the creep factor, and that was interesting to see, for sure. And I think that might have partially been because at the beginning part of the story, again, like, we don't know if somebody's doing something to her or if these are supernatural events. So it like put an extra layer of the freakiness on top of it. I think that's what it was. So it kind of gave it like a real life kind of spin, at least for a while. And yeah, it was so amazingly fantastic. This was a quick and an easy read, which Darcy Coates books always are. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about her work a lot. The characters, we had a small cast of characters, which is pretty typical for her. And I really enjoyed all of them. I was very sympathetic to Margot, our main character, because I felt like I saw a lot of myself in her in a lot of ways. Not at exact science, but it's like I dealt with some similar stuff that she did, like on the family side of it. So it's like I felt like I was in her shoes and like reliving like actual events in my life. So I really related to her a lot, and I really sympathized for what she was going through. And I thought that she made some incredible decisions towards the end that showed how amazing of a person that she really is. And yeah, I was behind this girl 100% the entire time. I loved Kent. Like I said before, he was just such a sweet old guy who was willing to do anything for this girl that he didn't even really know. It's just so heartfelt. He's just a genuinely good person. So I really, really liked our characters in this book a lot. They were well-rounded, they were interesting, and I just had so much fun. This might have actually been my favorite Darcy Coates so far. Right now, it's kind of neck and neck with The Haunting of Ashburn House, so it's like 1 hour, I'll say Gallows Hill. And the next hour I'll say The Haunting of Ashburn House. They're kind of doing this on this little teeter-totter. But I love them both so, so much. And this is definitely an improvement in her writing style. You can definitely see how far she's come. And it is so exciting to see. I really hope that you guys pick this one up. And if you do, like, let me know about it. Send me a link to your video. Comment down below and tell me your thoughts, because I would love to talk more about this book, because I thought it was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best horrors of the year, in my personal opinion. And I just thought that it was everything that I could have possibly wanted. So that is all that I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on the social medias, click that bell if you want to be notified of all of my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.